All right, I bought a $400 72-hour survival kit from Amazon. And this is it. This is what you get, $400 for 72 hours. You get the bag. This is exactly how it came. It just came in a box just like this. So you get this backpack, and then you get everything in it. So we're going to go through this whole bag, top to bottom, and see what's in here first of all, and then what we can test, we're going to test. So I guess, first of all, let's just go in the top. Let's see what's in this top pouch right here. Oh, a headlamp. Okay, you're going to need that. Charging cable. Ooh, I think I'm going to run out of room on this table. We have multi-tool made by Poland, P-O-E, Land. Yeah, if you just fling it, the stuff comes out. So that's probably not the best quality. What's this? Oh, bits. Okay, pretty interesting. We get a knife. Ooh, a plain edge knife. I like that. A lot of the times these cheaper knives will be half serrated, which I personally hate. And I guess it's just a no-name Chinese or something, because I don't see any brands on it. Oh, it's assisted opening. It's got a little... It ain't much. It does have a little spring, though. First aid kit. If you're trying to survive somewhere for 3 days, you're definitely going to want one of these. I don't think I'm going to go through all of this, but we got some tape, some ibuprofen, some tweezers, which are probably really nice, some little shears. And they're like the safety ones that are rounded so you don't like poke into somebody. Wait a minute. Deodorant soap? I'm not going to lie. Whenever I saw this in the bag, if you don't look at the letters and you just look at this bag, I thought that this was a little stick of butter. And I was thinking to myself, why is there butter inside of the first aid kit? Maybe they meant like deodorizing soap? Because what's deodorant soap? I've never seen deodorant mixed with soap. Oh, alcohol pads. Okay, so we got just a bunch of... I'm so stupid. It literally says everything that's on there right on the package. So you can just pause the video and you can just read everything that's in there. I guess that's all that's in this front pocket. I feel like that's a lot of wasted real estate. You could put more stuff in there. This thing's got so many layers to it. Oh boy. Oh, we're getting to the good stuff now. Dust mask. Not sure why you would need that if you're trying to survive for 3 days. I don't know. Maybe you're in a dusty environment or something, like a sandstorm or something maybe. Heavy duty duct tape. It says right here it's worth $1.25. Is this the good stuff or is this like the cheap stuff? Ew. All the glue is like leaking out of the side of the tape. Like what is that? Why is all that glue leaking out right there? It's almost like it got heated and it all was like squeezing out of the edges. All I want to do is see if this is the good tape or the bad tape. Ooh. Okay. Okay, yeah. Yeah, this is the good tape. This is the duct tape that's got the it's real sticky. This isn't, I was afraid that this was going to be like that dollar store cheap stuff that just doesn't have the same stick as like regular duct tape, but this is the good stuff. Okay, what we got here? I mean, I know what this is. It's like a hatchet looking thing, but like, what are you really supposed to do? Like in all reality, what are you supposed to do with this thing? Because it looks like one of those like gimmicky, like zombie hunting knives or something. It doesn't look like something that you're gonna go try to survive with. Like it doesn't really have a point on it for hunting if you were gonna hunt something. It doesn't really have enough weight so if you were gonna like chop something. We got gloves, cheap little work gloves, but hey, you know, if you're trying to survive for 72 hours, maybe if you get a splinter or something, that could lead to an infection. That could be the end of you. We have a fire starting kit, it looks like, but it's got zip ties in it. So got your magnesium fire starter, sodium dichlorocyanurate tablets, water purification tablets. Okay, so this is not just a fire kit. This is like a bunch of random stuff. Zip ties are nice. Just like little cotton pieces. These look like, I got something like this in a battle box one time, and these came pre-soaked with some type of flammable like liquid. But I think these, yeah, you like rough these up, and then it gives you a nice piece of little tinder. A whistle. Yeah, that's loud. Little keychain compass. Apparently you guys are dead north. I have no idea if that's accurate. 2 of these like chainsaws. Not chainsaws. Handsaw? I've tested one of these out before. I don't remember what it was called. But I guess you get 2 of them in case you break one or something. Maybe if you want to make a snare with one of them. And you want to use the other one to like cut some wood down or something. Okay, so this is a nice little kit. What's this? Oh, I think this is a, I know it's a water filter, but I think you screw this end onto like a water bottle. And then you just like drink the water from this. I'm seeing a lot of stuff seems like some very crucial items. Rope. It doesn't look like 550 paracord though. I think it's just generic rope, which is, that's all right. Would like to see paracord though. What in the world? A little shovel. Are we gonna do some gardening? We're gonna plant some flowers or something? I don't know what you would, why you need a shovel. It's not sharp. It's not also a knife. I mean, cool, but I don't know what purpose it's gonna have. And that's it, I think. Well, we got these. Oh, we got 2 rain ponchos. If it rains, that comes in handy. All right, we're going down a deeper level. Ooh. Here's where the good stuff is. Oh, what's this? 2 emergency blankets. Okay, so 2 ponchos, 2 emergency blankets. Emergency crank radio. Why does it come with a charging cord if it's emergency crank? Oh, it's one of those things that's got a light. Oh. The light's already charged. How long are you supposed to crank this thing for? Oops. Oh, it also has a solar panel on top. This is the 2nd generation, apparently. That doesn't look any brighter. So is that as bright as it gets? I think that's all you get. Place product in average sunlight for approximately 10 to 12 hours. The red charging indicator flashes when charging. Hand crank either clockwise or counterclockwise for 3 to 5 minutes to activate the internal battery for initial use, or when the unit has been idle for more than 60 days. The red charging indicator flashes when cranking. I don't know how well you can see it. There's a light on the front. So you gotta sit here and crank this thing for 3 to 5 minutes. But I think it's mostly charged. But that's all you get. Let's turn on the radio, which is probably gonna be muted for copyright.
My cousin is a very devout human being. I know. I promise you I will give him a...
What kind of garbage is that? So the radio does work. That's what we got out of that. What are these? All-weather emergency bag. This is not the same as the emergency blanket. Oh, I guess this is like, this is an emergency blanket, just a Mylar blanket. And then this is an emergency bag. So I guess this is just like the same as that, but bigger, and it's like a sleeping bag. What's this? Ooh, a cooking set. If I was lost for 3 days, I'd be chilling. Cup. I don't know what that is. Is this a... It even has a little thing so you don't burn your hands on like hot liquid. What's this, another little bowl? And each one of these bowls looks like it's got the little built-in handle thing. Okay, that's cool. Not sure what this is. But we also got this. Oh, we got utensils. Okay. fork, spoon. What's this, a knife? Look at that. We got everything. Boom. Got all your utensils. Oh, I know exactly what this is. This screws onto I already have one of these. Oh man, I got a tank of it around here somewhere. A little propane tank. Yeah, screws onto one of these. We can test this bad boy out right here. Man, we're getting too much stuff piled up here. Oh, I know what this is for. I think. Maybe. Oh yeah, look at that. It clips onto the bottom of this thing, so it holds it still. All right, let's see. That's cool. I don't think you get your own propane in here. What's this? Some more cooking stuff? Yeah, it is. It's like a whole nother cooking set. Wait a minute. How many pieces are in this thing? I don't know what I'm looking at here. And maybe that goes like that. That actually makes sense because there's air holes on the bottom, so you could fill it up with like twigs and stuff, and then the fire could go through. Does that go in there? And where's this go? Right there? Is this your little bowl to cook in? I don't know. I'm going to do some research and figure this out. I don't know what order these things go in. Anyway, interesting. So you get two options. You can bring a tank, cook on this, or you can use this and you can use just like wood. I looked at these things and I thought, and I just went to pick them up and it's like, I mean, these things are dense. This one brick is 1.6 pounds. I know what this is. SOS Emergency Food Ration. Life-saving craft and natural disaster. Meets IMO recommendations. I mean, dense emergency food. I'll have to look into this, because how do you just like eat the brick or what? Eat 3 food bars per person per day. Oh, you know what? I think there's 3, 6, I think there's 9 bars per thing. So there's 18 of these bars. This is manufactured 10/24. So this is like really fresh. We'll definitely give that a shot. We have pouches of drinking water. Emergency drinking water. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 packages. Okay, I don't know how to do this math. 12 times 4.27 ounces. That's how many ounces of drinking water you get. Okay, so that's cool, because if you're in a survival situation, maybe you don't have access to clean water. So you got some to drink, you got some to cook with, and then here we have freeze-dried meals. We have creamy Alfredo pasta, mac and cheese, and looks like we have 2 more that are... Oh, we have one that's Mountain House and one that's ReadyWise. Coconut blueberry multigrain. I think, I have to look back at my videos. I think the ReadyWise, I've tried this before, and I think it was really bad. We'll try it again. We got Mountain House chicken and dumplings. We have not tried that. So we're definitely going to try all of that. What's this? Emergency tube tent. Okay, so it's like a old school tent that you hang up. And I think that's it. I think that's everything we got. All right, so I'm going to formulate a plan on how to test this stuff, and then we're going to test it. All right, first test we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and throw all 3 of these on the sharpness tester. Just get a baseline, see where we're at, see how these things come to you. I have low expectations, to be quite honest. We'll go with this one first. Anything below a 300, I think that should be acceptable. Okay, we're kind of pushing it there at a 390. That's pretty dull, especially for something that you're going to put inside of a survival kit. The whole idea behind this is that you just have this backpack and if you need to, like, you throw it in your car or whatever, and then if you find yourself in a situation, you grab it and you go and you're good. You think you'd want a knife that's a little bit sharper. So that doesn't give me much hope for the rest of these. Let's go with this one next. I really have very low expectations for this. Okay. Oh, this one actually feels kind of sharp. Maybe it'll be all right. Okay. 365. So not much better. Actually pretty much right in line with that. That's not great. And then now our hatchet. I forget if I said this or not, but I actually found there was a paper in the box with the backpack that listed like everything that was in the backpack. And this is listed as a hatchet, even though I don't view this as a hatchet. I view this as just a very oddly shaped knife. So let's see where we're at. Oh, 210. Is that even right? Let's do that again. For some reason, I just feel like that wasn't right. Okay, yeah. 255 that time. Somehow the hatchet is the sharpest thing that we have. That is not something that I expected. Okay, now let's try out this water filter. I could go get some dirty water and filter it out like you would if you were trying to survive or whatever. But just to be completely honest with you, I don't trust this thing. So I'm not going to risk getting like a parasite or some brain-eating amoeba or something. I'm not going to trust that to this water filter. So we're just going to squirt some water through it, just see if it works. So we should just be able to screw it onto the cap of the water bottle. Or not. Does that? Oh, that comes off. Okay. So I guess you have an adapter for different size water bottles or something. So now we should be able to screw onto this one. Excuse me? Does it screw onto anything? What's this do? Oh, that's just like the filter element. Yeah, that doesn't... You can't drink out of that. What am I doing wrong here? Is this not supposed to screw onto the top of a water bottle? It has the threads, but it's like these threads maybe aren't long enough or something. If you have to have a specific type of bottle for this to work, that's really bad. Because if you're in a survival situation, more than likely a water bottle like this is what you're gonna have. Like that's what you could find like on the, in the woods or just like some type of litter from somewhere. So if you can't use one of these, yeah, it just doesn't even tighten up at all. The more I think about it, it looks like maybe this end could attach to like a water hose or something. If you're in a survival situation, most likely you're not gonna have a water hose, and it also has like a mouthpiece on this end. So you're not gonna screw this into a water hose and then like drink out of a hose. I have this 2 liter of Coke. What, screw onto this? Oh, it does screw onto this. Much tighter. So it's only going to fit a certain type of bottle. That really sucks. Okay, let me dump this out and fill it full of water. I don't like this. That's really, really dumb. It should work with all bottles. All right, now let's try. I wish I had one to test, but I'm going to assume that this will fit on like this style bottle that's like a 20-ounce bottle, but it doesn't fit on this, so maybe it won't. So I guess then we just... Nothing comes out. Shouldn't you be able to squeeze the water out? Nothing. And then whenever you try to like drink it, it's like it's clogged or something. Am I supposed to? Was I supposed to remove this cap? Oh yeah, now there it goes through. Once again, I am suffering from the consequences of my actions. That time water came out. So that works. I assume that if this was dirty water, it would clean it. But like I said, I'm not going to risk it. I felt like that was more complicated than it needed to be. I feel like there should be something like a sticker or something somewhere that says like, hey, remove that cap. Or maybe everybody else is just smarter than me. And then I also feel like this should work on every single bottle. So if I had to rate this thing out of 10, I would give this like a 3 out of 10. Because it's very, it only works with the one type of bottle. I'm not really a fan of this thing. Now let's take a look at this cooking set. Let's see how long it takes to boil some water. Let's do the big pot. 24 ounces. It's actually pretty cool that they give you little measurements on the inside. Okay. We are right on the 24 ounces. I think it should take probably less than 2 minutes, if I had to guess. Wait a minute. We're melting our handle off. I guess we're gonna have to kind of dial it back a little bit so we don't melt the handle off. We're only a minute 30 in, and I think we're already kind of close. I mean, we're pretty much boiling. Oh, there we go. Well, that was a rolling boil. That's actually really nice. I really like this thing because I've tested one like it before, but I like that this one has a built-in striker. I think that makes it way more handy. So now let's pour this in our little cup here. Ow! Yeah, this little insulator thing is perfect. Because if you touch the outside of the cup, it's really hot. That's a really good idea to put that there. I really like that thing. I'll probably hold on to that in case I'm ever in a survival situation. About 4 minutes, 23-ish seconds to boil 24 ounces of water. And we really didn't use hardly any fuel at all. I feel like we're doing good. All right, now let's focus on the food. Mainly these giant, heavy bricks of who knows what. I'm dying to see what these things taste like. They feel like they're gonna be like not even edible. Ew. So that's a bar. So I was right. There's 9 bars in each thing. And what are you supposed to do? Oh, sorry. They call them biscuits. This is a biscuit. That's a crazy claim right there. What does it say? You're supposed to eat like 3 of these a day or something? Eat 3 food bars. One side of the package calls this a biscuit. The other side says it is a fortified food bar. You're supposed to eat 3 food bars per person per day. I can tell you one thing. This ain't no biscuit I've ever had. It's like greasy. It doesn't smell that bad. It smells kind of like just like bread. I'm not gonna lie. It actually tastes really good. Or not really good, but it tastes pretty good. It tastes like if you took a bunch of Cinnamon Toast Crunch and then like smashed it all up and then like condensed it down into a bar. Like that's almost exactly what it tastes like, is Cinnamon Toast Crunch. It's very, very, very sweet. First ingredient, sugar. So that explains why it's so sweet. 31 grams of sugar in 1 bar. Oh, so they just really can't even make up their mind of what this thing is called. It says it's a fortified food bar. Here, it says it's a biscuit. Then on the serving size, it says it's a cookie. Okay, we got sugar, wheat flour, palm shortening, cornstarch, wheat gluten, dextrose, desiccated coconut preserved with sodium metabolisabaphyllite. I'm sure that does wonders for your health. Corn syrup, that's good for you. and it contains less than 2% of a bunch of other garbage. Obviously, it's not that good for you, but if you were in a survival situation, this would be the ticket right here. This would really bring you back because it's got a lot of sugar. It actually tastes good. So like, even though you're suffering in a survival situation, at least you have something tasty to eat. Like I said, tastes like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. That's like an 8 out of 10. Maybe like an 8.5 out of 10. That's surprisingly good. All right, now let's go on to the freeze-dried meals. We got the chicken and dumplings, creamy Alfredo pasta, mac and cheese, and then coconut blueberry multigrain. I'm gonna just go through the instructions, prepare all these, and then I'll give you a taste test of each one. Okay, quick update. I did not realize that these were different things. So these two are just like your regular dehydrated meals. You boil the water, and we're using electric, but you boil the water any way that you can, and then you just dump the water into the pouch, and then that's it. You stir it up inside the pouch, you eat it out of the pouch. Everything happens inside the pouch. Those are convenient in what should be in like a survival kit. These two are completely different. These, you are supposed to open the pouch and remove oxygen absorber, okay? Then you're supposed to bring 4 cups of water to a boil, and then pour this out of the package into the boiling water, reduce the heat to medium, and then continue cooking it for 15 to 20 minutes. So these take a lot more work, and you don't even have all of the contents that you need within the survival pack to properly cook these. Like, yeah, you could pour a little bit out into that pot, but there's no way to measure anything. It's not 4 cups of water. So like, you'd have to like do the math and to figure out how much of this you're going to pour in, how much water you have. Like, it's so dumb. You should have it to where you can pour it inside the pouch, just like these. Or you should just put more of these in there. If this is a survival kit and you're in the woods or on a remote island or something, you don't have access to anything else, and all you have is the stuff within this kit, what's the point of this? You don't have a stove, you don't have a pot, you don't have measuring cups. Like, I don't really get it, but that's my little rant. So I'm gonna get back to preparing these. Okay, ignore my kitchen. This is taking way longer than I thought. I wanted to have all 4 of them done at the exact same time and then just taste test them one after the other. That's not gonna be possible. I'm gonna do them one at a time because it just takes too long for it to cook. So I made the chicken Alfredo, or no chicken, just Alfredo pasta. I don't remember what it was called. It's finally done. Let's see what we're working with here. It's hot. It's not, don't get me wrong, it ain't bad. If I was in a survival situation and this is what I have, I'm absolutely thrilled. But overall, I think it's a little bit bland. It could use a little, like some spices or something. It just kind of tastes like bland noodles with a little bit of a creamy sauce. And then that's it. There's no real flavor other than that. I wish I had some because I would test this out. I think what would go really good with this is if you cooked this and then you added in like a ramen noodle chicken flavor package to this and then mix it all in. I think that would actually that would take this to the next level and really make it good. As it is, maybe like 5 out of 10, something like that. It's pretty bland. The mac and cheese is done, and it really doesn't look all that great, to be honest. It's still a little bit hot, so let's see what we got here. It's got a weird taste to it. It tastes like a cheap knockoff of like Kraft mac and cheese or something, or like the knockoff of a knockoff. It's like bland. It's almost got like a cardboardy type taste. Yeah, like a cardboardy type of taste to it. I'd give that like a 4 out of 10 probably. Okay, so I've peeked into both of these. This is supposed to be the coconut blueberry multigrain, and it's basically just oatmeal with blueberries in it. But this one, I don't know how well you can see this. Hopefully you can see that in there. This one is just like hot water with oatmeal in it. Usually, if you take oatmeal and you put boiling water in it, the oatmeal will absorb the water, and then you have oatmeal. But this oatmeal is just not absorbing anything. It's only supposed to take between 12 and 15 minutes. This has been sitting in here for 25, 28 minutes, almost 30. It's just like nothing has changed. It's literally just oatmeal sitting in hot water. I don't know if maybe it's a different kind of oatmeal. Maybe it's supposed to be like that. But I've never seen oatmeal do that. So I don't know what's up with that. So I'm going to try that one second because, I mean, let's be honest. It's probably going to be bad. Now this one, when I peeked into it, yeah, looks good. That's what I would expect. It's just like a mash of chicken and dumplings. Let's see what we got here. I ain't gonna lie. Okay, the chicken's a little off. The chicken is definitely, let me get, well, I think I got a chunk of chicken right here. Yeah, the chicken's a little bit off. But other than that, that has a good flavor. But other than that, it's very good. So I would give that 9 out of 10. I mean, it's that good. Like this, look at that. It's just like a oatmeal sludge. I feel like it's not supposed to look like that. And it's so drippy. Yeah, the oatmeal just tastes, it doesn't even taste like oatmeal. It tastes like you took oatmeal and just soaked it in hot water, but then the oatmeal didn't absorb any water. So then you're just eating like crunchy oatmeal soup or something. I have to assume that's the way it's supposed to be. So I would give that like a 2 out of 10. It's not good. All right, so now we're gonna skip to the fire starter. Just make sure that this fire starter can light up this tinder, which I'm sure it can. I was going to use this knife, but I forgot these things usually come with these little, it's basically like a little saw blade. So this little cotton pieces, maybe I will use this. This is really dense. You should be able to kind of fluff it up. Maybe this isn't as good as I thought. Okay, there we go. That's kind of fluffed up. And of course, you'd have your tinder bundle all around this and all that type of stuff. Really? See, whenever I did my survival video, everyone gave me crap because I kept holding this still and pulling this away. And they were telling me I was doing it wrong, and everybody was saying that I was supposed to use this and strike it too, and throw the sparks onto the tinder. But every time you do that, you strike it and then you flick your tinder away. If I'm ever in a survival situation, I am so done for. Ooh! Got it. Caveman make fire. Now what do I do? At this. Okay, that was a little unsettling. Don't know why that happened. Okay, so you can make fire with this stuff. All right, now we're going to move on to splitting some firewood. Clearly, this is our hatchet, but like I said before, to me, this is not a hatchet. This is a hatchet. So, I don't know where the confusion is here. I don't know where they get the definition that this is a hatchet, but it's not. But I'll play along. I'll try to split some wood with it. And we'll see what it can do. I think whenever we go outside, I think at most this is going to end up being slightly effective as kind of a machete in a way, maybe. But it's not a hatchet. Like, let's just try to split this wood. Yeah, like that's it. I mean, that's almost as hard as I can hit it. it doesn't have enough weight. Maybe if I get it right towards the edge. Well, that wasn't towards the edge. Apparently I just can't aim. Right here. Yeah, it's just... This thing doesn't really have much use. So, just for demonstration... Oh, that actually didn't do much better. But it has so much more weight. The table is absorbing all the... We gotta move it to the floor. Actually, here's what we're gonna do. See, the problem here is it's freezing cold outside. So I thought I was gonna be able to get away with doing this test inside so I don't have to freeze to death outside. But this needs to be done outside. So we'll do the next test, then we'll finish this outside. All right, now we're gonna see, I took a sample of that cheap rope they gave us. And we're gonna see how much weight it takes before it breaks. Because I don't think it's gonna hold much because it's just some like cheap generic rope. When, like, why would you not just include 550 paracord? It holds 550 pounds. It's proven to be durable. It's just a great all-around rope. So why would you replace it with what I think is gonna be cheap crap? So if it holds less than 550 pounds, that needs to be replaced. If I had to guess, we're probably gonna be at like 200 pounds. Ooh. Check that out. 147 pounds. That's sad. And that was a clean break too. That wasn't even like the knot, it didn't break like at the knot or anything. That was dead center of the rope. Well, not dead center, but that was the one strand of the rope itself breaking. 147 pounds. Not even 150. Why not just include 550 paracord? It's also cheap, like real cheap. I think I bought like a 1,000-foot spool of it for like $30 or something. There's no excuse for that. Like just include a good quality rope. All right, back to the wood. Now that we have a solid base, let's see if we can slice this thing. I mean, this is just pathetic. You're not doing anything with this. This is a joke. Let's try it with this. There, that's split. And then like something like this, a bigger piece, you'd never have a chance. It's just a joke. Oh, well, that didn't make me look very cool. Wow, really? You're not gonna stick in there? There you go. So I was actually able to find, lucky for you guys, I was able to find a perfect example of what this thing can actually be used for. So if you want to cut down like, really, really, really big trees, like this type of stuff, this is what this is good for right here. Wow. We did it. We cut down the tree. That's about what this thing is good for. Now we get a chance to test out our little, I forget what you call it. Little hand saw thing, whatever that's called. And we're just gonna cut this thing down. Hopefully it doesn't fall where it's not supposed to fall. Let's go like here probably. This is not gonna be a great experience. Oh, It's real grippy. Oh man, that sucks. That really sucks. It's almost like this wood is like not the right type of wood or something. Because it grips it so hard you can't even hardly pull it through. Let me see if I can find some handles or something. I think we're cooking with gas now. I was able to find 2 sockets that I could slide over the ends, and now I have 2 good handles. So this thing doesn't stand a chance now. Oh, I'm gonna break it. I can feel it trying to break. Okay, so there's a flaw in the system. Pulled the ring out. Now it's a giant oval. Maybe that's too big for this? Maybe? That explains why it was killing my fingers to try to do it with just my fingers. I'm gonna grab the other one. Maybe let's try to find something a little bit smaller. All right, this is gonna have to do. This is a piece of that pine tree we cut down in that other video. We'll try to take, actually, you know what? Let's take this branch off first. That's a little bit smaller. Make sure we can do that first. Even that's getting stuck. Oh yeah, look at that. Hey, that was easy. Okay. This thing isn't too bad on the small stuff. Ooh, if you're fast with it, you can pop them right off. I don't know how much bigger we can go. That was kind of starting to get caught a little bit at the end. So, I mean, this thing works. You just gotta use it on the small stuff. All right, last but not least, we have our tube tent. Let's try to set this thing up. I don't really have a good spot, really anywhere, to try to set this thing up. So we're gonna go from this tree and we're just gonna run a string or run the line, I don't know, somewhere over there. Actually, probably somewhere over there to over here. And then we'll figure it out as we go. We'll probably have to go to like this tree maybe. Man, this tree looks like it's falling apart. I think it's probably gonna fall over soon. Would have been really helpful if I paid attention in Boy Scouts. Watch, I bet we're not even gonna have enough rope. We're not. There's no way. How much? They don't even give you enough rope? Are you kidding me? Oh, this is pathetic. What is this? They give you like 50 foot of rope. And that's it. Now, I mean, it's got some good stretch to it, but I don't know where I can set up a tent with this. Oh, while I'm thinking about it, something else I forgot to mention. A big downside to this rope having only 150 pound braking force. Imagine if you bought this kit and you found yourself in a situation where you were trying to survive for longer than 72 hours. Maybe you ended up needing to survive for like a week and you wanted to make like a snare or something. Anything, like if you caught a deer or something in a snare with this rope, it would snap it in 2 seconds. So that's another huge downside. I don't know where we go from here. All right, new game plan. We're just gonna use one of these sawhorses. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, I think you can. We're gonna use that as our other tree. And we'll hang our tent right here. Just like a giant Mylar blanket, but in tent form. Oh, maybe not. No, this is just plastic. This isn't Mylar at all. This ain't no tent. This is a tube. This is just like a big old trash bag that's open on both ends. What kind of garbage is this? I feel like I got scammed. So I guess you just gotta feed it through here. Maybe that'll work. We'll just put this right here. There you go. And then is this our tent? That's literally it. And you just spread it out. And then away you go. Is that it? Let's see what we got going on here. Oh, all right. Okay. I can see where, yeah, this could be a half decent tent. Although it's open on both ends, so you're not really going to be protected from much. Put something in here to kind of keep it open. You might not be too bad off, especially maybe if it was raining or something. Oh, I'm getting too old for this type of stuff. Okay, now we're at the last thing. This one is we're gonna do this super scientifically, or I'm gonna test the emergency bag, really even just see what that is. And I think I've already tested an emergency blanket before, but we'll probably throw this in too. So what I'm gonna do, I believe this is just like a giant Mylar trash bag that you basically just climb in, kind of like a sleeping bag. So I'm just gonna climb in this thing and see if I start to get warmer because it's freezing out here. And that'll be our scientific test. That's how we're gonna know if it works or not. So far, it's just like an emergency blanket. Yeah, I was right. It's literally just like a giant trash bag. Let's get in it. Let's see if we start to get warm. I feel like, what was it, Toy Story, where the guy had like the little traffic cone and he just like disappeared? I do feel like I'm getting hotter. If it was freezing and I was laying on the ground like this, how long do I think I would survive? I think I need to go all the way in. Oh, this is actually kind of nice. It's actually really nice in here. I'm actually starting to get hot. Like I can feel the heat building up like really quickly. It's been like probably less than a minute and I already feel like I'm getting ready to sweat. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm like, I need to get out of here. I'm getting hot. It actually gets really hot in there. That's crazy. Like there's nothing to this thing. It's literally just a thin piece of plastic. But that heat, that starts to build up fast. So that definitely works. That's the end. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.